Under a blood-red sky in the town of nowhere's gray stood a chapel of wood, with sorrow lined its face. A locket rusted on the preacher's chest, whispers in the dust, betrayal's tale forged in flames of love turned to rust. Shadows fall over the rusted locket head, heavy lies the heart, echoes of a love lost, tearing old wounds apart. In the silence of the ghost town, under the desert's moon, lies a tale of a cursed soul singing a forsaken tune. They say he loved her more than the desert loved the rain, but she vanished like smoke on that old midnight train. He searched through cursed lands, his spirit set afire, finding naught but her locket by the chapel's burned spire. Shadows stretch from the rusted locket, darkening his fate. Whiskey whispers, son, it's your love turned to hate. In the quiet of the night, through the cold desert gloom, he mourns a ghost of a girl in his heart's endless gloom. By the forgotten graves, he heard the train whistle cry. Stood a figure in the mist, with vengeance in her eye. You took everything he said, his voice a broken plea. I only took what was owed, never belonged to me. Now shadows dance on the rusted locket under the moon's glow, a tale of revenge fulfilled where the wild winds blow. In the dust of the silent desert, secrets refuse to die. He lays down by the burning church, never again to rise. In the shadow of the Joshua tree, where the devil cast his stone, lies a town too cursed to name, where the winds forever moan. Whiskey bottles line the streets, like the soldiers falling cold, and every step on dusty earth is a story left untold. Oh, the gunpowder serenade plays a tune of lead and flame. The bitter echoes fill the night, whispering a forsaken name. In the heart of silent deserts, under skies that bleed and fade, lives the curse of every outlaw drowned in gunpowder serenade. Once a lover called my name, in a time when trust was sworn. Now her ghost in moonlit lakes, through the weeping cactus torn. Betrayed by blood, by love, by gold. Beneath the noose the deal was made, a burning church, the cold farewell sealed by gunpowder serenade. Oh, the gunpowder serenade. gunpowder serenade. At the edge where darkness meets the dawn, the train whistles mournful sounds. Face to face with my own shadow on these cursed unholy grounds. The gun clicks in the silent night like the debts of sin repaid. One last dance in the devil's hold to the tune of gunpowder play. So let the gunpowder serenade. Close my eyes to the bleeding sun. May revenge or sweet release come from the barrel of my gun. In the whispers of the desert storm and the choices that I've made, I'll find my peace or damnation in the gunpowder serenade.
Well, it's midnight on the midnight train, rolling through a ghost town's veins. Whiskey whispers neath the moon's pale watch, tracks shudder under old sin's weight. A dust storm wails like a banshee's cry past shadows of a church aflame. And there in the flicker a lone grave lies forgotten names and the devil's bait. Here on this train, it's vengeance and rust. Steel rails cut through these cursed lands like trust. In the silence of the cars, I can hear the echoes plain of lost love's goodbye. Midnight on the midnight train. Son, till I found the bad end of a gun. Turned my back on the rising sun and watched my dreams come undone. She was the fire, I was the rain, in this desolate forsaken strain. Her betrayal a deep-seated pain, now her ghost in every window pane. Here on this train, it's sorrow and dust, every mile further from what was just. Through the cold steel bars, I see my life wane. Another lost soul, midnight on the midnight train.
Ghost of a town where the dust whispers secrets, Under the moon's silver watch, she walks without sound. Her veil's as dark as the night's cold embrace, past shuttered doors down by the ground of unsound. Whiskey bottles and decay line the chapel's old aisles, where once vows were promised, now only shadows attend. Oh, the silence of the bride in black, haunting the ruins of love turned cold. Her heart's a deserted track, echoing the lies that the winds have told. In the silence, in the black, revenge breathes a tale never old. They said he was a drifter, came in on a southbound train. Whistle cut through the night like a scream out of hell. Promised her forever, left only pain. Now her tears are dried up like the old wishing well. In her hand a faded photograph burns in the fire of the church where her dreams turn to dust. The silence of the bride in black wanders through memories as sharp as rust. Her love was a one-way track, gone with the wind and betrayal she trusts. In the silence, in the black, she walks the cursed lands doing what she must. By the rails where the night hides sin, she finds him laughing a new love by his side. Thunder rolls as her vengeance begins. The storm's rage mirrors the fury in her stride. A flash of steel under the lightning's crack. Silhouettes entwined, and just one stands back. Now the silence of the bride in black carries the echoes of justice clap across the silent desert. She'll trek back. In her heart, a dusty road unwrapped. In the silence, in the black, bride of vengeance, no more to be trapped. So listen close to the wind's low moan, in the silence of a bride turned stone. In the shadow of the valley where the sun forgot to shine lies a town too cursed to mention by a dusty broken sign, where the whiskey bottles whisper secrets hidden in the sand. I trace my scars, each one a story etched deep by my own hand. Gone where the lonely road, where the forsaken souls tread, under moons that mourn in silence above the lands of dead. Heartbeat echoes through the ghost town like a train's lonesome cry. Gone with a lonely road under a cursed black sky. Once loved a girl with eyes like storm clouds, heart wild as the wind. Promised her the world, but in the night betrayal thinned. She vanished with a preacher whose church burned in sin's glow. Left me with these empty dreams where only thistles grow. Gone with the lonely road where the broken hearts lie, past the chapel of redemption where even angels fear to fly. Whispers haunt the silent desert like a snake's soft sly hiss. Gone with the lonely road, swallowed in the abyss.
my demons at the crossroads of despair. Gun in hand, shadows dancing, found that preacher there. Justice rang in every echo as he fell before the dawn. But revenge just tastes like dust when all you loved is gone. Gone with the lonely road where the past can't be undone. Through the cursed silent deserts beneath the scorching sun, I ride alone forever, searching a ghost among the graves. Gone with the lonely road, a soul no man can save.
Out where the wind cries through the ghost town streets, past whiskey bottles and shattered dreams beneath our feet. There's a trail that's paved with old forgotten sins, where dust storms cover up the whispers of the wind. Underneath the lonely road, it's dark and cold, where vows are broken and the night takes hold. I walk where shadows of the damned convene, beneath the lonely road, where no one hears you scream. Train whistle cut through the dead of night. Like a burning church, its flame was the only light. She left with secrets in the silence of the dawn, on a cursed land where love and truth were drawn. Underneath the lonely road, it's dark and cold, where hearts are hollow and the tales untold. I roam where echoes of lost souls weep, beneath the lonely road, where the past won't sleep. In the midnight hour, I face the man who stole my life. His shadow loomed like a knife in the strife. Words were gunfire, silent and fast. In the heart of the desert, I settled the past. Beneath the lonely road, I found my fate. In the dust of revenge and the hour late, this outlaw's heart won't seek reprieve underneath the lonely road, with nothing left to grieve.
Where the dead trees bend, whiskey bottles lay with the tales they end. The moon throws shadows over cursed land. Ghost town echoes of a noose stand. Footsteps whisper through the silent dust, each one haunted by a broken trust. I'm dancing with my last ride under cold starlight, spurs and silence in a slow graveyard glide. She's a memory that the whiskey can't hide, dancing with shadows on this long last night. Once loved a woman with fire in her eyes, found her whispering with my demise. Trust traded for gold, love sold for a prize. Betrayal's kiss felt colder than ice. In the quiet of a church, flames rose so high, left nothing but ash and a lonesome goodbye. Dancing with my last ride beneath a blood-red sky, with the ghosts of my past and the reasons why. She's just a phantom that my heart can't deny, dancing with tears that I can no longer cry. By the old rail tracks, heard the train's mournful call echoing the night of my deepest fall. Faced her specter in the dust storm's wild swirl, saw the truth unfurl, a relentless twirl. Now I'm dancing with my last ride, where the lost souls hide. Forgiveness and vengeance side by side. This dance, my final stand with fate's harsh guide. In the desert sands, I abide, I abide. This journey through shadows and dust, set to the tune of a lone guitar, draws its last breath as a story fades into the vast, haunted expanse of the West.
In the shadow of a burned out chapel's bell, ghost town whispers, wind's mournful yell. 6 bullets loaded by the hands of deceit, lying in the dust where the lost roads meet. A bottle of whiskey sings a silent prayer, forgotten graves, no names to bear. The sun bleeds red over cursed lands, an outlaw walks with shaking hands. Oh, fate's a cruel mistress with a loaded gun, 6 bullets of sorrow for what can't be undone. Each a memory, each a tale of woe, in the heart of the desert where the lost souls go. Betrayal came on a dust storm's breath, love turned salad straight to death. Her laughter haunts like a train's sad whistle, love's sweet bloom choked by thistle. The church had burned one fateful night, a heart betrayed set the world alight. He remembers her eyes, a stormy sky, underneath the desert stars, a whispered goodbye. Oh, fate's a cruel mistress with a loaded gun, 6 bullets of sorrow neath the setting sun, each a story bullet to set things right. Oh, fate's a cruel keeper of destinies. 6 bullets of fate bring a man to his knees. 1 for each sorrow and the last for release. In the whispering sands may he find his peace. Each a final note in this lonesome refrain, as the desert swallows his pain.
Riding through the ghost town, boots dragging in the dust. A photograph in my pocket and a pistol starting to rust. Her name still burns like bourbon in the silence of my throat, and the stars don't shine above me like they did before she spoke. There's whiskey in the dust, blood on the barn door. She left with the preacher, I swore I'd even the score. Now I drink to her shadow, and I spit on the flame. She took my soul to heaven, then cursed me by name. The saloon's a grave of echoes, just chairs and broken lies. I carved her name on oak wood, for I watched it burn and die. My hands still shake from memories that the devil won't erase. She kissed me like salvation, then vanished without a trace. There's whiskey in the dust, and the bottle's running low. No prayers left for sinners on this blackened rodeo. I ain't chasing forgiveness, I ain't begging for peace. I just ride for the silence where her memory ceased. Maybe death ain't the end, just a place she went before. And maybe I'll find her voice through that burned church door. But till then I'll keep riding with the wind at my back, and this curse in my chest under skies painted black. There's whiskey in the dust, and her ghost in my hand. I loved her like fire, now I burn like the land. She said not all men die, some just fade and combust. So I drink for the damned with my whiskey in the dust. Under the scornful sky of a dying town, where the whiskey drowns secrets and never calm down, the train whistle howls like the lonely ghost winds through streets where the prayer shoulders are as thin as the sands. Here's to the last ride down the old faded tracks, where lies bind the soul like the dust on our backs, with a heart full of bullets and eyes like old graves. This last ride's the ballad of the damned and the brave. Once knew love like a church burning bright in the night, but vengeance came whispered in the cold morning light. She left with a shadow, left me with my sin, in a town too cursed where hope's as dry as gin. Here's to the last ride past the forgotten stones, where dreams die as silent as old buried bones, with a heart that's still bleeding under this scorched sky. This last ride's my penance, not my final goodbye. In the mirror of the night I face my withered soul, found her locket buried deep in a dark dusty hole, the reflection of a man who's lost everything dear, riding forth to the horizon where fear blends with fear. So here's to the last ride, where the past meets the end, under twilight's last gleam, and where we break never bend, with a heart torn asunder on this cursed land I roam. This last ride's my story, in this ghost town my home. Each line echoes the desolation and resolve of a man marked by his dark past, facing a future where redemption and revenge blur under the vast, relentless sky. In the heart of the lowlands, under blood-red skies, I ride to the ghost town where the old crow fly, echoes of train whistle weeping soft and slow, past the church with burned walls where the sad winds blow. 6 bullets of fate in my weathered old gun, each one a memory, each deed undone. Shadows stretch long as my sins parade down cursed lanes in the choices I made. Found an old whiskey bottle, dust covered and sealed, in the room where my love's betrayal was revealed. Her picture a faded reminder of what's lost, a love pure and honest, but oh, what a cost. 6 bullets of fate for the ghost that I keep, each whisper a secret that I can't let sleep. Shadows fall heavy in the silent despair on paths paved with sorrow leading nowhere. There in the silence stood a man, once my friend. His heart stone. On revenge did depend. We drew in the dusk our past written in sand. Two shadows colliding in this forsaken land. 6 bullets of fate, now 5 in the ground. One waits in my pocket where my peace is found. Shadows grow quiet as I kneel and pray in this land of the lost, where I'll soon lay. This darkly woven tale, set in the haunting landscape of a cursed western terrain, tells a story of loss, betrayal, and eventual resignation, all framed by the ominous. Six bullets of fate.
In the shadow of the valley, where the dead men lie still, the sun bleeds crimson over Boot Hill. Whiskey bottles and secrets buried deep, ghost town echoes, the forsaken weep. A lone whistle splits the silence, a train bound for nowhere, past the hanging tree, swaying in the air. Underneath the hanging tree, that's where he'll find his fate. Ghosts of the past, whispering of hate, twisted rope and a crooked decree. Lost souls linger where no one's free. In the dusty winds, his sins they'll retreat by the old hanging tree, where the condemned never leave. He wore a badge once, sworn to protect, but a heart turned dark from love's neglect. Burning church on a hill, prayers gone with the smoke, promises shattered, and on his vow he did choke. A lover's betrayal under a blood moon's glare, her whisper in the dark, a cold and desolate affair. Underneath the hanging tree, justice finds its own, a reckoning from seeds of sin that was sown. Merciless sky and a storm's mournful plea, echoes of the cursed and a soul never free. In the howling night, the truth he will perceive. At the base of the hanging tree, only death can relieve. On forsaken ground he stands, gun heavy in hand, faced by the shadows of this cursed land. Their eyes bore through him, each a mirror of his own ghost. In the silence he's the host to the damned's toast. A reckoning's breath upon his neck, revenge a bitter seed. It's here at the hanging tree, his fate is decreed. Underneath the hanging tree, a twisted silhouette swings, a tale of a man who gambled with kings. In the silent desert, the story is told of a life taken early and a heart grown cold. By the old hanging tree, he embraced his final breath, swallowed by shadows in the dance of death.
a ghost town, swallowed by the sand. The steeple bells no longer ring for the damned. Whiskey bottles lay broken, a story untold neath the cursed skies. Black and cold, ashes of memories laced from her gown haunt the alleys of this forsaken town. Oh, the curse of ashes and lace, where love's a ghost lost without trace. Under the moon's mournful embrace, we dance with doom in this desolate place. Once a lover, now an outlaw's face, betrayed by a kiss in this cursed space. A train whistle cries over lands that God left, echoes of footsteps, theft after theft. A burning church, its embers still weep for souls buried shallow and secrets they keep. Oh, the curse of ashes and lace, bound by sorrow, bound by disgrace. In the shadow of sin, we lost the race, left to wander this ghostly base. In the dust storm's rage, I see her eyes, flickering like stars in stormy skies. With every gust, her whispers pierce the night. Revenge your love, son, what's your fight? The gun in my hand, cold as her grave, silent decisions of the brash and the brave. So here's to the curse of ashes and lace, to the love that died but can't be erased. In this silent desert, I make my stand, a haunted outlaw in a cursed land. Oh, the curse of ashes and lace, in every shadow I see her face. Under the moon's eternal chase, I am the ghost that time can't replace.
In the shadow of a burned out church with the devil at my side, dust kicks up where the hope once lived and the long gone brides are cried. Moonlight casts a guilty glow on whiskey lying spent. Echoes of a train whistle from a time that's long been rent. Whispers in the outlaw heart like wind through cursed land. Tales of love lost to the storm and life slipping through my hands. Each gust a ghostly serenade, each star a witness stark. I roam these silent deserts
like summer skies, but winter was her guide. She left with secrets wrapped in cloaks, under cover of the night. In her wake a trail of smoke, and the fading of the light. Whispers in the outlaw heart like wind through cursed land. Tales of love turned to betrayal beneath the moon's cold hand. Each step a chapter of the past, each breath a parting mark. I wander lost horizons with whispers in my heart. By the forgotten graves I've come to terms with my own sins. Her voice a haunting melody that dances on the wind. The truth is sharp as desert glass, cuts clean through the lies. In the silence of this wasteland, a part of me just dies. Whispers in the outlaw heart like dust that never settles. Revenge a bitter road ahead, twisting like the devil's. Tonight I'll ride in this curse, or let it claim my part. A soul adrift in shadows with whispers in its heart. Out where the whistle cuts the silence of the sand, rode a man with whiskey in his trembling hand. Ghost town shadows under moon so pale, whispers in the dust, a sinister tale. Beneath the devil's deal, where the lost souls weep, lies a bed of secrets that the dark earth keeps. Burn out church, the cross stands frail and weak. Curse it all, the vows that the forsaken speak. He wore his sin like an old faded coat, traded his love for the lies that he wrote. A dusty bottle, an unmarked grave, a heart betrayed by the brave yet depraved. Beneath the devil's deal, in the silence screams, echoes of the past tear apart his dreams. Burning memories like the church's spire, kindled by a spark from a liar's fire. In the cold night, the desert speaks his name. Mirages of the man he used to claim. Face to face with the ghost in his own trail. under a blood moon's watchful eye. The desert breathes a cursed sigh. Whiskey bottles lay empty, tossed aside in ghost town dust. A midnight train moans a lonesome tune, echoes off the silent dunes. Through barred windows shadows flicker in rusted trust. Midnight train and smoke, worn tracks through lands unspoke. Whistles cut the thick night air, a song of despair, carrying souls too broke, riding past hopes they choke, bound by the secrets they bear in the cold desert flare. Once loved a girl with wildfire eyes, in a chapel under starlit skies. Promises made sealed with a kiss beneath the old oak shade. That love burned down like the church we found, ashes scattered on holy ground. Her betrayal a knife-sharp blade in shadows betrayed. Midnight train and smoke, tracks veiled by lies we spoke. Whistles mourn a love that's torn beneath the scorn. Hearts draped in sorrow's cloak, through cursed lands they poke, fleeing from a past reborn in the silent desert's moan. In the hush of night, by the pale moonlight, I face my ghostly fears. Her whisper in the breeze, across the barren trees, brings a gunslinger's tears. Revenge a bitter quest at my weary chest, a badge of years worn thin. With each town I pass through, my resolve to pursue stirs the storm within. Midnight train and smoke, on this path forever yoked. Whistles cry my faded plea, through lands that won't let be. Each puff a vengeful stroke, neath the yoke of what she broke, riding toward my destiny, where spirits are set free. Shadow of the valley, where the cold winds dare, lies a town too scared to whisper beneath the serpent's prayer. Whiskey bottles and secrets buried in forsaken sands, echoes of train whistles slipping through ghostly hands. Under the blood-red sky, where the lost souls roam, I walk these cursed grounds, forever calling them home. Prayers drowned out by gunfire, only the vultures care about the tales and the sins beneath the serpent's prayer. Years ago, love was wrong neath the weeping moon's glare. Her laughter now just memories in the chilling night air. Burning churches, they ash like snow, a testament to despair, marked by stone crosses and rows of forgotten prayers. Under the blood-red sky, where silent deserts weep, I find her whispers in the storm, where the shadows creep. Revenge, a bitter liquor served colder than the night air, drunk slowly with the ghost beneath the serpent's prayer. And then came the night I stood face to face with my dread. Her specter in the wind spoke of the love we once wed. Vengeance or redemption, she cried with a mournful stare. Choose your path wisely beneath the serpent's glare. Under the blood-red sky, I laid my vengeance to rest, with her ring on my finger and her memory on my chest. Forgiveness, a hard-won freedom found in the dusty air. I walk away from the past beneath the serpent's prayer.
There's a whisper down the valley, through the ghost town's empty streets, past the church where shadows linger, where my heart skipped its beats. That old whistle cries at midnight, trains they moan like wounded things. Dust storms cover tracks of those who chase what vengeance brings. Dance with the devil on roads where the lost souls drift and sway. Underneath the moonlit sorrow, spinning tales of yesterday. Empty bottles bear our secrets in this cursed silent desert land. Waltzing down this lonely road, the past clutched in my trembling hand. She was sunlight through the chapel, now it's burnt the ash like snow. Her promises lay forgotten in the cold graves far below. Betrayal's breeze blew through the willows, carried dreams so far from here. Her laughter now a ghostly echo I chase with bitter frontier beer. Dance with the devil on paths where dead man's boots have trod. Each step a story of lost love cast by fate. Oh, so odd. Whiskey whispers of redemption in the winds that mourn the damned. I'm waltzing down this lonely road, heartache's gun in my hand. In the swirling sand appears, confrontation with my ghost in the echoes of old fears. The noose of truth tightens slowly around the neck of my despair. She's gone, but in this wasteland, seems I'll always find her there. Dance with the devil till my weary soul finds its rest in the heart of empty bottles, or the depth of the west. Forgiveness or a bullet, let the desert gods
In the shadow of the mesa where the cold winds howl lies a town too dead for dust, too gone for foul. Hear the echo of the train over lost and broken tracks. A bottle of whiskey lying empty alongside spent gun rack. Dance the revenge waltz beneath the moon's cold stare. Spin with the ghosts of what's left swirling through the barren air. Each step a tale of wrath, every turn burns the path. Silhouettes in a cursed land where salvation never lasts. Yeah. Once loved a girl as fierce as desert blooms, betrayed by a whisper she met an early tomb. Underneath the church where we once knelt in prayer, now nothing but ashes, smoke still hanging there. Dance the revenge waltz, charred and sacred ground. Haunted melodies of a pistol's retort, a haunting vengeful sound. Step to the rhythm of retribution's call, our spirits guide my hand. Cross the dust of a silenced town in this forsaken land. Stood face to face with the devil in boots, his smirk a twisted sin. He sold the love that was mine by right. The darkness drew him in. But vengeance is a partner, cold and hard and lean. We waltz among the shadows, our justice unforeseen. Dance the revenge waltz, let the old church bell toll, for every heart that's broken, for every stolen soul. Now as the dawn creeps o'er the hills with nothing left to mend, I take my leave in silence, this waltz has found its end. Dance the revenge waltz, spin until we're free, lost in the world of dust and fate beneath the ghost town's tree.
Out where the horizon bleeds into a rusty dusk, crickets sing the prelude to the night's cold hush. Old leather whispers tales from boots caked in crust. A lone shadow walks the line between the righteous and unjust. Whispers in the dusty boots riding through the gloom, echoes of a love betrayed beneath the blood-red moon. Every step a story buried, every star a tune. Whispers in the dusty boots sing the outlaw's rune. These boots have wandered through ghost towns, silent as the grave, past whiskey bottles and cards laid out by the brave. In the whispering when they speak of a path I once paved, through cursed lands and past churches we burned but couldn't save. Whispers in the dusty boots, shadows on the run, haunted by the melody of bullets in my gun. Dust storm stirred by sins that can never be undone. Whispers in the dusty boots, faded morning sun. Underneath that old willow where secrets lie deep, the echoes of her laughter and the promises we keep. Now it's just her ghost and the company I reap. In the quiet of the desert, The past is never asleep. Dusty boots carry me to the end, where memories twist the hearts they will never mend. A trail of redemption or a curse I just pretend. Whispers in the dusty boots, forever my condemn. So here I walk with dusk's chill as my only friend. These boots will carry whispers till the stars themselves descend.